Hi guys, we're now joined by Lyoto Machida. Just take some questions from the room to start with.
Hi Lyoto, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. I believe this is your first fight in Europe, correct? How does it feel to be fighting in this part of the world?
My first fight in Bellator in Europe. I fought here back then in Manchester, in London. But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I like to fight here. For me, it's a great opportunity, and especially in Wembley, Oval Arena. For me, it's fighting here in Bellator. For me, always I'm so grateful to be here.
And you're moving back down to middleweight. What went behind the decision to move back down?
After I lost my last fight, I decided to move to 185 because I just went to the Grand Prix because I thought it was a great opportunity. Sometimes we care a lot about win and losses, but as a fighter, sometimes you have to forget that and challenge yourself, because at the end of your life, you have to have stories to tell to your sons and grandsons. That's the most important thing. Experience is more important sometimes than victories and defeats.
And you're fighting Fabian Edwards, who's, obviously you've got a lot more experience than him, but he's also ranked number 4 at middleweight. So do you look at that as kind of like an incentive fighting a guy like that you can kind of go right back into the mix of things?
Let's see what happens, man. I just want to focus on my next fight because it's a tough opponent, as everybody is. So I have to just think about that and what come after. Just think after.
Yeah, and obviously you have an incredible career, definitely a future Hall of Famer. At this point in your career, what is your motivation? Like, what keeps you going? Is it the love of the game, or is there something particular you want to achieve?
So I've been saying that I'm not in this sport just for fun. I'm here because I like, of course, I feel like very motivated to start my week, and also I wanna climb the top. I want to be a champion, but as I said, to be a champion is not the main goal. No, I want to be a champion, but if it's not possible, it's okay. I have to accept everything because I already did a lot.
Thank you.
Hello, Lyoto. How are you?
Good, man.
Yeah, it's good to have you here on Media Day. Thank you for joining us. I want to ask you about fighting in front of a London crowd. I know we talked about it there, but how's it going to feel fighting in front of a packed London crowd against Fabian Edwards, who was probably going to get a better reception?
So I feel good. I'm very calm. I'm very ready for this fight. I had a great camp, and I know he's going to be maybe the favorite for the crowd because he's fighting his home. But what matters is fight itself. Fight itself. The day of the fight, doesn't matter what's going to happen outside the cage. The most important thing is going to happen inside the cage.
And then just last thing with me, I want to talk about your opponent, Fabian Edwards. I know you've been in MMA for a very, very long time. You've probably seen everything that's come towards you, but what do you see Fabian Edwards bringing towards you that you probably maybe not seen before?
So he's a well-rounded fighter. He's a dangerous fight. I think he's number 4 in the rank. So he's good. He has a good strike. He has a good ground game. But let's see what's going to happen, man. It's hard to foresee anything beforehand. Now the only thing that I want to focus on my game, to focus on what I have to do on next Friday. Thank you.
Hi, Lyoto. Obviously, as you say, Fabian Edwards probably going to be the crowd favorite going into the fight, but being such a legend of the sport, not just in Bellator, obviously in the UFC, being a former champion, what's the reception been like from any UK fans that you've met so far?
So, like I said, I already fought here before, and I always feel good here because I had a lot of people was rooting for me, and for me, it's a great moment, and just want to enjoy this fight, enjoy the crowd, enjoy everything, enjoy every moment, every second that I'll be in there.
Obviously, the current champion, Gegard Mousasi, you fought before back in 2014. Do you think a big win, signature win over Fabian Edwards could put you in a potential rematch with Gegard?
Yes, I believe so. But like I said, it's hard to, I don't like to say anything before, no, but after this fight, after this victory, for sure, I think Mousasi or the next champion would be the perfect matchup for me.
And just a quick random one. Obviously, Michael Chandler finished his fight with a beautiful front kick this week. Out of 10, as someone who's got a couple of those in the big promotion yourself, what would you rate that kick out of 10?
What was that?
What would you rate Michael Chandler's front kick out of 10?
10, because it was a good result at the end of the day, man. He knocked Tony Ferguson out. And as I said, in karate, in any martial arts, if it works, it's number 10. Doesn't matter if sometimes your form is not so well, so good, but if it works, it's good. You cannot be stuck in the form, sometimes like you can kick whatever, the way you want to kick it, but if it works at the end, man, it's good.
Thank you very much. Best of luck on Friday.
Thank you so much.
Right, we're going to go over to the Zoom now. Let's start off with Kobe.
Hi, Lyoto. Fan of yours from the very beginning. Appreciate the opportunity to talk to you.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Now, do you still consider yourself an ambassador for karate inside the cage, or has your accomplishments in mixed martial arts eclipsed that?
I consider myself as ambassador in MMA, in karate, because I don't know any other karate guy who was a UFC champion. Like maybe GSP, but GSP, he has a different background too. He came from wrestling. He's a well-rounded, like a mixed martial arts. I have my background in karate, and I consider I put karate on top position, because back then people like make fun of karate all the time. They said, no, this karate is a dance and stuff like that. And after I became a champ, I could prove that all martial arts is important, and all martial arts has the tools. It depends the way you train.
And given your accomplishments, do you feel like you've increased your skill over these years, or just refined your skill?
No, I increased my skills over these years because, like I said before, what made me champion in 2009 would not make me champion now, because the sports evolved a lot. So everything that you did like 10 years ago, maybe some of them can work, some not work anymore. So you have to change, you have to improve, you have to do different things all the time. That's gonna make you like updated to fight nowadays.
Looking forward to your fight. Love every one of them.
All right, let's go to Jay.
Thanks very much. And Lyoto, good to see you back. First of all, I wanted to ask, coming back to 185, a lot of fighters prefer to go up later in their career because they don't like the weight cut. What's the weight cut to 185 like for you at this point? Easy
for me, because I walk around with 205. That's my regular weight. So to cut to 185 is easy, man. I just have a few pounds more for tomorrow, and that's everything happened because I keep my body like healthy. I eat good, I drink good waters, and I try to take care about my diet every day. So that's why for me, to cut is better than to be on 205.
Good to hear. And last Friday, we saw Yoel Romero put on a big performance. He's a couple of years older than yourself. And I'm wondering, when you see something like that, does it inspire you and kind of instill in you that, you can still compete at a high level right into your mid-40s?
Definitely, man. Inspire me, because now I always cheer for someone that's like over 40s. If he over 40s, I will cheer for sure, man, because they are in my peers, so I have to like celebrate because it shows me that you still have room to improve. You still have a couple more years to put yourself in the cage and take some risk.
And last one for me. Yoel is talking about coming back to 185 himself. Is that a fight that would interest you down the line?
Yeah, we never know. We never know what's going to happen in the future. But like I said, my main goal now is to be ready for my next fight. That will be Friday.
All right. Well, best of luck. Thanks very much.
Let's go
Thank
to
you.
Al.
Hi, Lyoto. How are you?
How are you, my friend? Thank you.
Good. Firstly, shout out from South Africa. My first question, after being through so many fight weeks in your career, what's the feeling like now in a fight week? Do you still get nervous, excited, or what's the feeling like still?
Of course, man. I feel like it is in my first fight, but now I know how to control more these nerves now. But I feel like the same nerves, the same thing, the same feeling. Nothing changed. Nothing changed because the pressure is there. You just have to control. It doesn't matter if you're gonna debut, if you're gonna fight for the title, if you're gonna retire it. Doesn't matter. The nerve, you're gonna be nerve-wracked all the time, man. You have to know how to control that. That's now I know how to do.
With that in mind, also, if we look at your training camps, how different would you say your training camps are at this part of your career as opposed to the earlier training camps in your career?
The only thing that I add more like days to rest. Now, before I almost didn't have any day to rest. Now I have usually in the middle of the week, I give a break and I return, and before I didn't have that. But plus the technique itself, I have to improve all the time. I have to gain more technique, and I believe that you're able to do that. In Brazil, there is a saying that they say the old parrot are not able to learn new things, but I believe that you always be able to learn new things.
Looking at the matchup with Fabian Edwards, obviously it's an opportunity for him to fight a big name like yourself, a legend of the sport. What do you think it does for you with a win over Fabian Edwards for your career going forward?
So it's opportunity for him, for me as well, because I cannot see that it's only opportunity for him. It's a great opportunity for me, man, because I like to fight, and I only thinking about I put my focus on my fight, man. I don't think about what's going to happen after, what's going to happen before. I just bring all my thoughts for the day of the fight.
Brilliant. Let's go to Dan. Finally, last question.
Hi, Lyoto. You've had a lot of highlight reel finishes over the years. Do you think you'll be able to finish someone who has never been finished in his career in Fabian Edwards?
Of course, man. Of course. I'll be able to finish, and that's why I'm here. Always when I step on the cage, I want to finish my opponent. That's the main goal. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, man.
Is there any particular round you foresee yourself getting it done?
No, and I don't think about it. Just want to be there and give my best, put it all, and try to finish him.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Thanks for joining us, Lyoto.